welcome to Borders Rugby TV. Today we're at Netherdale for the third round of the Kings of the Sevens tournament, which is being held as part of the MAROON'D GALA Sports and Music Festival. After 2 rounds, Watsonians are at the top of the table with 15 points, but Melrose, Gala and Hawick are not far behind with 12 and 10 points respectively. Last year at Maroon'd, Melrose narrowly beat Gala in a hotly contested final, and after playing really well last week along with Hawick, I'm sure we'll see another all-border final today. Again, we've got a pool tournament with the 12 teams being split into 4 pools of 3 and the winners of each pool going through to the semi-final. With a look at what happened in those pools, here's Stuart Cameron.
Pool A saw the hosts Gala get through to qualify for the first semi-final, with wins over Hawick and a strong 2 Scots aside team. Pool B was always going to be a likely win for 2 Scots Baba side, and so it proved as they took the scalp of Kelso and the President 7. In Pool C, Melrose came out on top with victories over Watsonians and the GAC Sevens charity team, while in Pool D, a very competitive pool saw the improving Peebles side get the better of Edinburgh Accies by just 1 point to secure their semi-final place, with Selkirk bowing out. And so to the first semi-final between Gala and 2 Scots Baba. 2 Scots went ahead in this one, Vatoloka getting his first of 2 tries in this tie. Ben Gill scored one of his 6 tournament tries to bring the teams level, and before the break Angus Dunn put the Maroons in front with a converted try to give the local fans something to cheer about. Vatoloka clawed back that lead to level things up again, but a yellow card for Drew turned the game in Gala's favour, and a brace of tries for Lachlan Johnston was enough to beat off the challenge, and it assured Gala would be playing in their own final for the 2nd year running, and many people thought it would be a repeat of last year's final, with Melrose favourites to beat Peebles in the 2nd semi. And so to that semi-final, with Melrose's Hamish Weir getting the first try with just 2 minutes on the clock. A big surprise in the 4th minute though, when Ben McLean was red-carded for allegedly saying something to the referee, and that gave Peebles a real chance to turn things in their favour. Sure enough, Roddy Guinea crossed the line for a try to bring the half-time score to 7-5, and then 2 further Peebles scores from Adam MacDonald and David Collins put them into a comfortable lead. But with 2 very late tries, the never-say-die attitude of Melrose kicked in, and efforts by Ethan Deacon and Donald Crawford incredibly tied the match at 19 apiece. That meant sudden death, and it was that man again, Roddy Guinea, who went over to break Melrose hearts and create history for Peebles with their first ever final appearance at Gala's Sevens, and only the 2nd time that they'd been in a K-Sevens final, the only other time being back in 2002 when they lost to Jed Forrest at the Hawick Sevens final. So it'd be a Peebles versus Gala final on this occasion, and your commentators for the match, Sam Matthews and first Robin Purdy.
Here comes Gala. Turnbull. Turnbull looks for support. Finds it in the shape of Dodds. Now it's Ben Gill. Ben Gill. Ben Gill's got Angus Dunn for company. Angus Dunn comes back in field, and will Angus Dunn go under the sticks? Angus Dunn's going to do exactly that. And Angus Dunn, that is the first score of the final, and it goes Gala's way.
Gala have really set the tempo for this final. They started off obviously with the wide play. I think it got to Robinson at the far side. He took it down, gave away the ball for a penalty, won it straight back. Angus Dunn decides, I'm getting the first points of this game straight through the post. Yeah,
his 2nd try of the afternoon. Angus Dunn, his first being in the semi-final, so he's been the man for the big occasion this afternoon. Craig Dodds, this should be a formality for a man of his kicking prowess. 7-0 to Gala in this final, 2 minutes gone. Anderson manages to get it back. Murdo Anderson, but it's been coughed up by Anderson. Now Gill is going to get it back for Gala. Is space going to open up for Gill? Gill's going to go. Is Gill going to make it? He's got support from the on-rushing Gala player, and Gala are in for their 2nd try, and that's Liam Scott, the captain. Always on hand, Liam Scott, and there's daylight.
There is, exactly, and I remember I got the chance to speak to Liam Scott after the PEEBLES Sevens, and then I spoke to him after the semi-final, and he did confirm what he said at PEEBLES Sevens, where they'd circled this tournament on their calendar. A home tournament, it always feels better to win, but after they lost, obviously, the final of PEEBLES Sevens to Watsonians, Liam did say, he's like, no, the plan was always for Gala, and that was a warm-up, so they're really putting what they've practiced into fruition today.
Yeah, and the conversion is good. Liam Scott, almost surprisingly, that's his first try of the afternoon. 14-0, Gala very much in the ascendancy here. As you say, finalists 2 weeks ago at PEEBLES in a tough pool that they did not progress from at Hawick last week, but they have went well this afternoon. They're going well now, and that's a good kick-off from Craig Dodds. Did that come back from the PEEBLES hand or Gala? Either way, it's PEEBLES possession. Back into their own 22. Davidson's put it down the park, but it's gone into touch, and has he cuffed that up cheaply?
I think it's you don't really see the ball go to boot in sevens unless there is clear daylight, but I think it's more of a case now. You've conceded 2 tries fairly quickly, and it's approaching half time. You really do have to try something different, but I think this is where Craig Dodds is really showing his own, unfortunately for the PEEBLES side, and his just masterfulness and just command of a part.
Yeah, and an interesting substitution for PEEBLES here as Don Crawford from Melrose comes on. There must have been an injury in the PEEBLES ranks, and they've pulled in from the team that they beat most recently. Harris Rutherford to Gill. Will it open up for Gill? He's been well tackled there by Hamish Barber, but it's come back to Gala. Dodds, there's a man, that's a man in ball pass, but he's done really well to line it, and that's good support play by Dodds. Oh, and it's on here. Dodds did not like that, and they're all in here. It's spilled over.
I think there's a real situation there. It's obviously been a late hit that Craig Dodds has taken exception to.
Yeah, he's taken exception to a late hit.
I think this could end up a game of sixes. Craig Dodds really not happy, and the PEEBLES players equally not as happy.
So they've stopped the clock. There's going to be a tete-a-tete here between referee and assistant. Yeah, Craig Dodds did not like that one little bit. It was late, admittedly.
It was late. It was a bit high.
A swinger of an arm?
I didn't see the swinging arm. I must admit, I will give Murdo the benefit of the doubt. I did not see a swinging arm, but he was late. Murdo Anderson was late with his hit.
Referee speaking to Anderson.
Red card for both.
Red cards. Two red cards.
Dodds and Murdo.
My word, drama here in the final of the Maroon'd Gala tournament. Craig Dodds and Murdo Anderson have both seen red. So 6v6, the final of the Gala Sevens. The 3 red cards since the first semi-final. That's got to be unheard of. But anyway, here we go. And here go Gala. It's Taylor Wilson. And Taylor Wilson's in for Gala's third try. The crowd are in raptures here. I don't think they were particularly happy with the referee's decision. One of their favourites has departed the scene, but that has mattered not to the scoreboard because Gala are in again.
No, Gala 19-0 up.
Yeah, I think the scoreline is against PEEBLES now as the kick is good from out towards the touchline as well, just for that added gloss. So, Lachlan Johnson. Now he's a fiery character, Lachlan Johnson. He'll be in his element here. Liam Scott, he won't take a backward step. Scott's hit hard, but he's rode the challenge and got the ball back. McCavanagh's on this near side. Should Rutherford choose to use him? Rutherford and Gala have got a man over here. Now on that far side, it's Ben Gill. Will Ben Gill go in at the corner? He's got too much pace, Ben Gill, and he brings up his 5th of the day. The crowd go wild here in the Netherdale stand, and you have to feel that is the game and the tournament put to bed. Johnson gets us back underway, taken in by Roddy Guinea. He's went well this afternoon. Now that's Donald Anderson. Crawford sees his Melrose teammate Hamish Weir on the stand side, gathered in by Weir. And that's been spilled by Weir, so it's going to be McCavanagh to pick up. And now that's gone forward by McCavanagh. But first, knock on by Hamish Weir and Donald Crawford. Gala in over that, but it's came back on the Peebles side. Now it's David Collins. Will David Collins go all the way? He's being chased down there by Harris Rutherford. Rutherford's done well there, and Rutherford's come up with a pill. Oh, and it's been fumbled. Referee playing advantage. And that's Rowan McIver. And Rowan McIver's going to knock the 0 off for Peebles. They're 26-0 down, but it's soon to become 26 points to 5. And too little, too late.
Too little, too late, but it stokes the fire. I think the game is really now make this a respectable scoreline, make it a final scoreline for Peebles. And I think the game was decided with the first 2 tries, and Gala then took the mission of make Peebles beat themselves rather than win the game. They knew they had the lead, and it was just a case to see the game out.
Gala in possession after that kick-off. Here comes Fergus Johnson. Fergus Johnson with the dummy. Oh, and out the back door pass from Fergus Johnson to Angus Dunn. Dunn still going. He's all strength. Dunn. Now James Glendinning, speaking of strength, cuts back in field. Russell Kerr. Fergus Johnson. Harris Rutherford's on that far side, as is John Turnbull. Rutherford goes. Oh, he's been caught, Rutherford, but he feeds back in to Fergus Johnson, who brings up his 3rd of the afternoon under the sticks. And Gala have been sublime.
Gala have been truly exceptional today. They have not put a foot wrong, I'd say, in most games. I'm really struggling to think of a time they've not performed well. And I think that's the best credit you can give a team throughout a whole tournament, to say I cannot think of a mistake they've made during the tournament.
Yeah, they've been the standout operators here this afternoon at their own tournament, and they're going to bring up the treble. Gala under 16s, Gala under 18s, and now Gala men are going to make it a clean sweep. Russell Kerr to kick off. Dunn's going to contest that, and Dunn's put it back on the Gala side. John Turnbull, Glendinning, Gill goes again, and Gill's in here. Gill brings up number 6. Ben Gill has been a standout performer on a standout team.
Ben Gill has really, you've summed it up perfectly there. When you're talking about a great team and there is still that name that rings above them all, you know you've had a great tournament, and Ben Gill has been phenomenal this afternoon.
40 points to 7. Russell Kerr gets proceedings back in the way, and again it's been won by Gala, and it's Glendinning, the powerhouse. John Turnbull. Johnson. That's Ben Gill again. Ben Gill cuts inside. Will he bring up a hat-trick in a final? Gala, it's been defended well by Peebles, but it's been knocked on. Will the referee bring proceedings to a close? Indeed he will. And it's Gala who will lift the trophy at their own tournament. Maroon'd Gala 2022 is going to have the home side's name on the trophy, and it's been one-way traffic. Fair play, all credit to Peebles for getting to the final, but it's been the Gala show.
It was, I think it has. Obviously the extra time in the previous game, the difficulties. They've obviously had injuries. They brought in boys from Melrose for that final, and I think that discontinuity. It's obviously Gala, you cannot take anything away from them. Dominant team, turned up, said their home tournament's ours. They've had it circled on the calendar, and they're walking away with the trophy.
Yes, they will indeed walk away with the trophy. Maroon'd Gala 2022.
Well, Ben Gill, congratulations first of all. What a day for Gala, a triple win.
It's a great feeling. It's been a long time coming. We've had a lot of heartbreaks along the way so far, so to finally get over the line today, it's a good one.
We'll come to the final in a minute, but the Gala Triangle and Gala Wanderers also picking up the gold medals, the trophies, and then Gala as well. I mean, it's last year I think you got 3 runners up, so you've gone one better today.
It's a great feeling. Like I say, the young boys, they've been doing fantastic. Like in the sevens, the under 18s have been amazing. So to see them all get winners' medals today, it's a great feeling, and for us to get over the line as well. So. And
what does that do for the club pre-season? Because that's what we are.
It's great. It's fantastic. Like we had a game cancelled last week, so we wanted to get a bit of 15s action, and not getting that, it's a bit unfortunate. But to get a win today, that really kind of puts us in a good mood for the start of the season coming. So
Peebles up to 4th in the table and made a final. That's fantastic.
Yeah, look, we at the start of the season, we made a goal that we wanted to make a final in the Kings of the Sevens. We didn't really expect it to come this quick. There was obviously good opportunity here with Selkirk and Accies having games elsewhere, and as a club we want to be taken seriously. So another goal is win respect, because I think for a lot of the time we've been a bit of the whipping boys, and look, over the 3 tournaments we've picked up points, and we're working our way up that Kings of the Sevens table, and it's piquing interest, and it's making the boys work a wee bit harder. So look, I'm really chuffed with today. Final a wee bit different. It's hard, especially when you have 20 minutes rest. And the Peebles boys aren't used to playing 4 ties, so it makes a wee bit of a difference. But at the same time, I'm really chuffed with how we stuck in today.
Well, let's talk about this 7 season, and it's been a particularly good one for you.
Thank you.
Lots of tries, lots of good tries as well, and more today for you. How are you enjoying your rugby?
I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, Sevens. It's just a completely different game, isn't it? Like started breaking into the team last year, getting a bit more 15s action, but the Sevens is what I was looking forward to. Get a bit more space, a bit more chance to run about, so that's always good.
And it was a tough pull to come through. You had to dispose of Hoyk and also one of the 2 Scots teams, so you got there, and then obviously a tough semi-final, but in the final it all came your way.
Yeah, exactly. This always seems to be the army teams we come up against, but they're absolute grueler of a match. But I say we've got the quality that we can just get through those type of games, and I think we showed that today. We didn't really look too uncomfortable today. I thought we dominated pretty much every game. A few hiccups along the way, but I say especially shows in the final, we really dominated and we showed what we can do. So absolutely buzzing about it.
well, you couldn't have written the script, could you, this pre-season before we even start in a couple of weeks' time in the National One? But tremendous effort for Gala at all levels today, and for you personally, well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers.
And after a great afternoon of rugby, we did get our all-border final, but it wasn't the Melrose Gala one we expected. It was Peebles and Gala, and although Peebles put up a heroic fight, it was the host Gala who came out triumphant in the end. So that's 2 tournaments where the host teams have won. Next week we're on to the 15s tournaments. Hope to see you then, but for now, cheerio.